So I'm really excited and anxious to do this video because I've been meaning to do it for a long time, but it kept getting pushed back for a number of reasons. So if you watch my videos or follow me on any social media or read my blog, you know I am all about God and faith and going to church. God planted this idea in my heart, and I don't even know if I'm going to explain it right because I never plan these videos, but I go to church or watch preachings online at least 1 to sometimes 3 times a week, and I never want to miss anything when it comes to church, so I take notes in my phone. And I take notes in my phone because, like I said, I don't want to miss anything and it's faster. After I take notes in my phone, I put it in this notebook. So when you open it, you can just see I'm very thorough about all my notes. So I was just reading through my notes, and the first sign that I got from God that this idea that was just that He planted in my heart needed to become alive was I was sitting during a service, and Pastor Teray was talking about how we all go to church to get motivated, get inspired, but we never take notes. So what's the point if you're not going to remember what you just heard and what just inspired you? So I'm looking around and I see in my row to the right and to the left that literally nobody was taking notes. And there's nothing wrong with that. I get it because you want to pay attention, but I'm the complete opposite, where it's like you can go through my notes and see that I wrote an entire preaching, to the point where it's like I want to go through my phone to see if I can just show you guys how detailed it actually is. Let's see. Okay, so here's mine from last Tuesday. Wait, sorry, the lighting. This is just one preaching. I literally, like I said, I write the whole preaching in my phone. So, write it in the phone, and then I put it in this notebook. And then when I heard Pastor Teray say that, and I saw no one taking notes, I was like, okay, I felt God saying, you can really do something about this, and you can change this, and your notes can really change the world. So I came up with this idea, but instead of telling you what it is, I'm just going to kind of ease into it. So I have this notebook, right? I wanted to turn it into something that you guys could have, but I was like, how can I give them my notes without that's beyond what I do now, where that's writing a blog, posting a quote on Twitter or Facebook about it, or doing a video. And so I came up with this idea of turning it into a book. So thinking about this book, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't, this is too small to turn into a book. I don't want to Xerox this. So all year, I have been changing my notes from this teeny little book into 8.5 by 11 loose leaf paper. And then if you zoom in, I rewrote all my notes. Well, not all, but I'll explain that in a second. But yeah, sorry, there's a bunch of them. So I turned this into this. The reason I didn't type it out was because people always talk about my handwriting, and when they see my handwriting on paper, they say it looks like someone typed it out, and they're always surprised. So I'll zoom in a little so you can see it. But I wanted it to be handwritten, and I wanted it to be personalized so you guys could see like these were my actual notes. So this and this turned into this, my church notes. So I have such a vision for this book that I don't know where it's going to go. So this is my plan. My plan is, when I first started doing this, God planted the number 50 in my heart. So the first 50 messages from, well, my phone and then my notebook, this is just from April 2013 to December 2014. And this is just one of my notebooks. I have a ton of them. So it was to take the first 50 messages from here and then put it into here and then turn it into here. Every 50 messages, I want to print out a different version. And after I start giving those away, I wanted to build on the next 50. So first, if you were to get this book, I would give this to you, And then when the second version came out, I would send you the second one. And what I would want you to do is to not throw away this first one. I would want you to give away this first one to someone who doesn't have my church notes, because the second version will be updated with all of them. And my goal was, I just wanted to get this in as many hands as possible, which is why my church notes are completely free. And I just want to give it away because, like I said, having a relationship with God and going to church, and just, if you flip through a random page in this book, like just one sentence literally can just inspire your life and just change your mood completely. And I want people to get that same feeling that I get when I write these notes. And I know that people will miss that. Like, you can go to church, but if you're not writing the notes and you're not rereading it, it's like you could easily get discouraged and forget what you heard. And I don't want people to forget how good God's word really is. And that's why I made this book. So I don't know what's going to happen with it. It's crazy because I went through so many different obstacles trying to get this done all year, and at times I would get discouraged. Like, one of the things was when I did the first print of this, because as you saw, the notes were all in different colors because I only write with these certain pens. So when I printed the first version, I used the lime green and the pink that I used originally. It didn't translate well when it was printed. So when I got this first batch of like 30 books, I had to rewrite all those messages all over again. Then I had to reprint it. Then I had to wait for shipping. And then there was just a bunch. That was just one of the obstacles. But like I said, the more obstacles that came in my way, the more that I knew this is something I needed to do for God and his people. So I don't know what's going to happen with my church notes. I just know it's going to be big. I want one day to be able to not be able to carry this book because it's so heavy, because there are so many notes. I want it to be hardcover. I want it to be published. I want it to be in bookstores. And I know that it's going to take time, but I just know it's going to happen because this is something that really could change the world. Like, just this little book. And like I said, I just want to get it in as many people's hands. So if you would like the book, just go to jendeleon.com/shop or email your address to me at info@jendeleon.com and I'll send it over to you. And of course, I want this to be a movement. I want this to be a big thing. So if you do have it, just hashtag my church notes and let's really get this book in everybody's hands, because I promise you it'll really, really change and inspire the world, and that is the whole point. So we'll see what God has planned for this. Sorry my video was so long. I didn't script out what I was going to say because I never do, because I just wanted to speak from my heart so you guys could just really like feel it and understand it. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited, and just order your church notes. And I just know it's going to inspire. I don't even have to say I hope it inspires you, because I promise you it will.